Alright, so next week it is Summerslam, and we got the brief rundown of all the matches that are going to take place on each night of SummerSlam, because this is going to be the first ever two-night SummerSlam. So since I have a 10-minute recording limit, I'm going to be very brief in these predictions. We're going to predict all the matches from night 1 and all the matches from night 2. But before we get started, let me know in the comments your predictions, what match you're looking forward to the most, what match you're looking forward to the least, and why. With all that being said, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe as well if you are new. So with all that being said, let's get on to the first match. Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. Now, I'm going to say Sami Zayn gets the victory on this one because I think this might be Karrion Kross's farewell match, because his deal expires in August and he hasn't signed a new deal. And I think maybe this is going to be the start of Sami Zayn going ever so closer to the world title. I just hope if this is Karrion's last WWE match that he gets booked well somewhere else. But I'm going to say Sami Zayn with the win. Then we go on for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. They're still a thing, as we got Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez defending against Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Now, I'm a little bit torn with this one, because they're really trying to build this whole team with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. So honestly, I could see this going either way. But with things that I will say later, I'm actually going to say Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair become the new Women's Tag Team Champions. Then we go on for the TKO branded match, as we got Randy Orton and Jelly Roll, teaming up against Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Yep, this match is happening. Now, I will say I do respect Jelly Roll's determination to train to be in the ring. Not taking anything away from him. But again, this match has no reason to exist. But I'm going to say this is going to be a very easy one. I'm going to say Randy Orton and Jelly Roll get the win. I think Jelly Roll pins Logan Paul. And I wouldn't be surprised if at WrestleMania 42... we're going to get Jelly Roll and Logan Paul one-on-one once Jelly Roll gets more training. Why you treat my man Drew McIntyre like this, though? Then we go on for the WWE Women's Championship, as we got Tiffany Stratton defending against Jade Cargill. Now, I know there's a lot of Jade Cargill hate. I know there's a lot of people that don't want to see her with the belt. However, I do. And I think Jade Cargill is more than ready for this spot. And I think we might get Bianca Belair versus Jade Cargill for that championship in the near future. So, I'm going to say Jade wins the Women's Championship here, especially since Tiffany Stratton's been champion for a long time already. I think she can she can lose it now. I think it's time. Then we go on for a tag team match playa, as we got Roman Reigns and not so main event anymore Jey Uso taking on Braun Breaker and Big Bronson Reed. Now, I feel like this would have been the match that was supposed to be Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins one-on-one, but obviously with the injury, I think this was a very good replacement match, Roman and Jey versus the Brawns, even though I think it should have been Roman versus Braun one-on-one, but it's probably too early to do something like that. But I think it's obvious. Roman and Jey are going to get the victory, but this match is going to be good. Then we go on for, hopefully, the main event of Night 1 for the World Heavyweight Championship, as we got Gunther defending against CM Punk. Now, I really wouldn't be surprised if they have Gunther retain, but something in my heart, something in my soul thinks CM Punk is going to walk out the new World Heavyweight Champion. And I think he deserves it. I think CM Punk should have one more world title reign in his career before he hangs up the boots for good. Even if you don't have CM Punk reign very long, at the very least, CM Punk will have his moment again. So I'm going to go on a whim, and I'm going to say CM Punk and new World Heavyweight Champion. So that's night 1 in the books. Now we move on to night 2. We will start off with what was announced last night on SmackDown, a 6-pack TLC match. As we got the Wyatt Six defending the WWE Tag Team titles against Motor City Machine Guns, DIY, the Street Profits, Fraxium, and the team of Andrade and Rey Fenix. Now this I love. This is what we should have had at WrestleMania, because the SmackDown Tag Team division is cooking right now. Now, who do I think is going to win? Actually, I don't think the Wyatt Six will. I actually think they'll be transitional champions. I think it will either be Motor City Machine Guns or Fraxium. I'm going to predict 2 teams. I think Motor City Machine Guns or Fraxium will win. Street Profits just lost the belt, so it would make no sense for them to win again. Andrade and Rey Fenix, it's way too early. Wyatt Six, I think they were transitional champions anyway. And DIY, I just don't see it. So I'm going to say either Motor City Machine Guns or Fraxium and new Tag Team Champions. Then we go on for the Intercontinental Championship. Finally, we're getting it, as we got Dominic Mysterio defending against AJ Styles. Now, originally, I was going to have Dominic Mysterio retain if it would have taken place at Night of Champions. We got an announcement yesterday that at Triple Mania, Dominic Mysterio will be in a Fatal 4-Way match for the AAA Mega Championship. But minus that, I think this is going to be the time where Finn Balor finally turns on Dominic Mysterio. I think this will finally be the time, and that will allow AJ Styles to take advantage and become a 2-time Intercontinental Champion. AJ needs it. The work he's been doing, the comedy shit, he deserves it. Give me AJ and new. Then we got for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, as we got Becky Lynch defending against Lyra Valkyria, where if Lyra loses, she can no longer challenge for the belt as long as Becky is champion. Now, I'm going to actually say Becky Lynch retains here, because I think we should get Becky versus Bayley at the next PLE. Or we just get someone new challenging for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Someone new. Raw has a ton of women's wrestlers. We don't need these two fighting all the fucking time. Bayley should have been in that card. It should have been Becky versus Bayley, but it's not. Whatever. I'm going to say Becky Lynch retains. Then we got a steel cage match for the United States Championship, as we got Solo Sikoa defending against Jacob Fatu. And I don't know. This could really go either way, because Solo just won this belt. But Jacob, they could make him be a 2-time champion. I'm going to say Solo retains. I'm going to say the MFTs find some way to break into the cage and cost Jacob Fatu. We've had steel cage matches like this in the past. So I'm going to say Solo Sikoa retains the United States Championship. Jacob should just go to the main event right after this. Jacob could be a great main event player. Then we got the triple threat match for the Women's World Championship, as we got Naomi versus Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky. I'm going to keep this brief because I only got a minute left. I'm going to say Naomi retains by pinning Io Sky, just as long as it's not Rhea Ripley. Fuck Rhea Ripley. Then we go on for the Undisputed Championship in a street fight, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. And I think Cody Rhodes will win. He won't hesitate. He won't do anything like that. He will win the championship. And I think afterwards, I think John Cena will shake Cody's hand in respect. And that will be the start of babyface John Cena in this retirement tour. I think Cody Rhodes, because it becomes a 2-time champion, and the Bloodline stands will cry. So those were my SummerSlam 2025 predictions. Leave yours down in the comments down below. Like, share, subscribe if you are new. Turn notifications on. And until next time, this has been your boy Will's Wrestling Corner. I will see you in the next video. Be good people, and peace.